Christmas outfit mode. Now I got my millennial pink on. This is my happy place. But I do still have little Christmas. Got these ears with, look, they're little Mickey earrings. A Mickey pink Christmas tree is the best kind of Christmas tree. So we took a little nap. I feel like I napped hard. And oh no. Now we are going to the Contemporary, but first we're going to Wilderness Lodge. So we are going to the Way for dinner, but first we're going to Wilderness Lodge and Phil ordered us a lift. So on a whim, we decided to tour at Copper Creek. We're going to check out the rooms.
This resort is absolutely gorgeous, and I love it here. I love the lobby, but those rooms were immaculate. I'm not going to compare them to the Riviera just because they're just different. They're both beautiful and they're both awesome in their own unique ways. I would love to own here, but the availability is so rough. I don't think it makes sense for us. I think Polynesian, Animal Kingdom, and Beach Club are going to be what makes sense for us, and that Beach Club is a very maybe situation with that 2042 end date.
Beach Club or bust. That was so cool. Any person can go on a tour. And they didn't pressure us in any manner to sell anything. In fact, what I really appreciated is we do already have a DVC rep, and Joe, who gave us a tour, didn't even, everything was about Kristen, who is our rep, Kristen helping us, all of this stuff. She was helpful in every regard, but knew that Kristen would be the one to take care of us if there was a sale, which I thought was so respectful and professional, and I just love their sales techniques. We haven't run into any poor salesmen in the DVC realm. All right, we are going into the Wilderness Lodge Mercantile. Guys, this resort is just so beautiful. And can I mention, it's like this is my 8th trip to Disney, and I am just starting to appreciate the fantastic smells of Walt Disney World. That lobby smells so good. It's just, this is why I'm going to spend all my money on these candle companies, because I need these smells in my life. Also, Phil's wearing the perfect shirt for this. It's a bear. Then we have these serene views. Now we are taking a boat to Magic Kingdom and then going to the Contemporary. Done with the boat. Now we gotta go on the monorail. What'd you get?
The modified island sunset.
With just mango. It's really good though. And I found where they have the watermelon lemonade. It's here at the Wave. So if you like the watermelon lemonade and you can't find it anywhere, just come to the Wave at the bar.
So we just sat down for dinner at the Wave. I have to mention the Wave bar has a couple of fantastic bartenders. I told them a general idea of what I wanted, and the young lady, she's from Russia, I forget her name, she mixed me up something fantastic that I loved, so she was duly compensated. She gave Pauline a free refill of the watermelon lemonade, which we know are not free refills. So she's just very sweet, very kind, very knowledgeable bartender. I asked her about a drink from a totally different resort, and she knew it by heart, and she was able to sort of recreate it for me, so that was phenomenal. We're here now at the Wave. As I said, we just sat down for dinner. It's our first time here. We got the gnocchi entree as an appetizer. We also got the crab cakes and the bacon and eggs. I got the pork tenderloin as my dinner, and Pauline got the sustainable fish, which was a blackened salmon.
Our bread came, and it's a multi-grain bread, and this was the butter that was served with it. It looks similar to the butter at Brown Derby. What did we get, Phil?
Bacon and eggs.
Then we got the crab cake, and the gnocchi on the menu looks so good. We got it as an appetizer. They split it in two. Phil, what did you get?
I got pork tenderloin tenderloin over cheddar grits with broccolini.
Yum. And I got the blackened salmon. Looks like it's with a jambalaya. Guys, we're at the buses, and this is the line for Pop Century. Holy cannoli! Alright guys, we're back at the resort. I'm gonna get a coffee. Hello! Good, how are you?
Hello, how are you? All right today. Okay. Well, welcome back to you.
We are back in the hotel room after our meal. I'm gonna give you a little rundown. Phil gave me some notes, so I'll include his thoughts too. First off, we had the bacon and eggs, which everyone raves about and says is just the best thing ever at the Wave. I couldn't agree more. I think a lot of things at the parks are overhyped. I think there's just the Disney magic and people love being here and they just hype things up like crazy. I don't think the bacon and eggs is overhyped. And I think for the most part, a lot of people haven't thought of the Wave or even considered going to the Wave. Highly, highly recommend. We also got the crab cakes. Phil said that they were the best crab cakes that he's had. I could take them or leave them. They were very good, but they weren't anything special. There wasn't a unique preparation of the crab cake or anything of that nature. So if you're just looking for your basic crab cake, they were very good. If you want something maybe a little bit more exciting, I would maybe opt for something different. Because I will say this menu to me is a little bit more creative, but in a very approachable way. And I don't feel as though the crab cakes fit into that overall theme. We did get the gnocchi entree because it looks so good, and we got it as an appetizer as well. We went all out, people. You saw. So they ended up splitting it into 2 portions for us so we can enjoy it as an appetizer, and the gnocchi dish was absolutely delicious. Now, it was not on the same level as the gnocchi dish we had at Topolino's. However, it was very good. Topolino's was, I don't know, I feel like they had a grandmother in the back hand roll this pasta with perfection. Whereas one at the Wave was not as light of a gnocchi. I've never had a light gnocchi before like the one at Topolino. This was far more like dense and potatoey, but it had a nice char on the gnocchi, which was very good. And it had sweet potato, mushrooms, and a nice cream sauce. It was outstanding. I would highly recommend getting it for your entree, or if you have a big party, get it as an appetizer. It was so delicious. Then for entrees, Phil got the pork tenderloin and I got the salmon. They have a sustainable fish that they do every day, and today it was a blackened salmon. The salmon was very good. It was kind of prepared in like a southern sort of Creole style. I had like a jambalaya with it that had rock shrimp in it. Very good. Nice spice content, but not overwhelming. You still got to taste the great flavors of the rice, of the shrimp mixed in, and then the salmon also prepared very, very well. It also had sort of like a broth in the bottom of it, the dish. A little bit thicker than a broth maybe. Also very good. Just kind of added a little more dimension to the dish. And then Phil's pork tenderloin. Gosh, I feel like I just don't ever get pork tenderloin because it is dry absolutely everywhere. This was the most moist tenderloin I have ever tasted in my life. They gave me a nice little piece and it had a glaze over it that was a coffee glaze. Very good. I think if you maybe don't enjoy coffee, you would still enjoy this because it almost had like a molassesy meets coffee flavoring to it. And it was just enough to add a little bit to the pork. Very good. Came with the grits, same grits that are in the appetizer with the pork belly. And then finally, Phil loved the pork belly so much, he got one for dessert. So that just goes to show you how good the pork belly is, because I don't know that Phil's ever done anything like that in his entire life. Then after everything was all said and done, the manager was going around the restaurant, table to table. She came over to our table, checked in on us, made sure we enjoyed our meal, and had a great conversation with us, to the point where she asked us if we got the cake for dessert. We told her we ate so much, but we need to come back and get it. We should have gotten it. She ended up bringing us over a piece of cake boxed up that we could enjoy in the resort later on her. What an amazing experience. I don't think, we got some nice chocolate pixie dust on our honeymoon at Blue Zoo, but this was the first pixie dust of this trip, and it felt extra special because it was sort of a just because. It wasn't because it was our honeymoon or we got engaged or anything special. It was just because we were at Disney. So we really appreciated that. Everything from the servers to the food, absolutely phenomenal. The only thing I would dock the wave on is maybe the ambiance. There's just a bunch of tables in a room. It's not anything really special in terms of appearance, which is so disappointing. Like, Disney, give the wave money, because they are making an incredible experience for the guests. I want them to be able to appeal to a more mass crowd, and I think a little bit of a more stylized restaurant appearance could help with that, and they totally deserve it. They're doing a fantastic job there. Oh yeah, and here is that cake. Look at that. It looks like it's a white cake, a mousse, and then a chocolate cake. All right guys, well, we're gonna eat this cake, and for I think the third night in a row, going to try and watch Soul. We watched some of it and then we fell asleep. I think we're gonna try and watch the whole thing through. We're going to try and get a good night's sleep because tomorrow we're not sleeping in. It is Hollywood Studios Day. We gotta get our Rise of the Resistance boarding pass. We gotta go right to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which I will try my absolute best to say correctly because it is not an easy thing to say. Try to say Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway 5 times fast. Runaway Railway. Runaway Railway. Runaway. I can't. It's just gibberish. I already have enough problems talking, so these tongue twisters are not for me. Well guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope that you have a great rest of your night. Peace, love, and Kwaherini.